sky, a chance to join their pantheon. For all the times they never heard your battle cry, now even angels sing along, 'cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt live. No, a good song never dies. Like a lover who won't back down, pull you over to the side, look you straight into the eyes. No good song, no good song. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt live. No good song.
I'm from a place where they pull up on you with a one. No one warned you, ain't no time for no play. When you sleeping on a stretcher like lay. I'm saying hey, trying to live day by day. None of these neighbors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats and join Chicago's own Mariachi Monumental de Mexico for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail hath the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets went glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Buenos días o buenos tardes. Feliz 5 de Mayo. Bienvenido al Béisbol con Robots. Press 1 if you'd be interested in hearing me do the entire roster move show in Espanol. Para inglés, marque 2. We are thrilled that you're joining us here on this Cinco de Mayo, and we have a lot of work to do, so we are glad that you are here. Looks like Twitch chat is already voting very heavily in favor of an English show, so we will do this in English. We will see who hops on here. There's been... it's unanimous. Interesting. Kami Pudding wants 3 for Somali. Well, Somali is a little bit outside my skill set. Right, we see some commentary happening on our Discord as well as on our Twitch. I think we should keep all of the Discord chat on Twitch for the time being. Ah, ni hao. Mandarin. So the last thing I saw was some chat about the woeful Oriole. Is there anything we can do to fix up the O's? Obviously, the O's are in the back of the AL East. Generally throwing out what looks like a fairly consistent lineup, although a little bit of splits between lefties and righties, given that Hunter Alberto is better against lefties. Yeah, I think the bullpen makes sense. Throwing out John Means, 4.17 ERA. Alex Cobb, 4.46. Asher Wojciechowski with the rockin' 2.39, but a 1.3 whip. Kami Puddin, yes, we will make some roster lineup moves. Actually, other than Keegan Aiken, the starting rotation looking pretty good. We see Ryan the Sports Guy requesting we call down McKenna for better depth. Current bullpen is a couple of lefties in long relief, Ty Block and Wade LeBlanc. I believe we added them in pretty recently. Ty Block not getting it done with a 13.3. And 5.94 for Wade LeBlanc, so their game's not really doing it just yet. Oh boy. Looks like we're only getting 200 upload kbps, so it might be might not be able to see what's on the screen, so I'll have to read this to you until Xfinity decides to pull the thumbs out of their nether regions. Welcome. Who do I have the privilege of speaking with right now?
What's going on, Garrett? It's Mike.
Mike, what's going on, man?
Oh, you know, just another day in paradise.
So we are currently looking at the O's woeful bullpen.
Ugh.
And not a miracle worker, but we'll see what we can get done. Are you all able to see the screen? Do I have it set up to stream right now at the moment?
Not on.
Yeah, there's just live announcers at the moment.
Oh,
I don't actually see. I don't see the Discord channel to join.
Yeah, I'm just tracking it on Twitch.
1 second here. There we go. Okay, a lot of updates for the O's pen. Trey Mancini, unfortunately, not going to be up anytime soon. I think that was the last time we looked at the O's lineup when we knocked him down. Oh, remember Tommy Malone?
I remember him.
He used to play for the Twins.
I remember him from his Seattle days. He did a couple of starts.
Oh yeah, there's a Twins jersey there, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's been all over.
Dwight Smith Jr., the beast in the MLB The Show players. He was like a Final Four person, right?
Oh, we have to get him on to announce a game then, don't we?
Seriously.
Who was it? I think it was the Red Sox representative. Went like 2-25. It was pretty rough.
There's a great video online of Dwight Smith Jr. going against, who is it from the Tigers? Goodrum, and just like destroying him on the show. And then he actually FaceTimes him while they're playing, and Nick Goodrum explains that he's doing everything he possibly can and just keeps getting like lit up.
Maybe it's just because I'm old and don't have time to play anymore, but I can't ever hit on these games anymore.
Yeah, that's been for me forever. I keep playing it, but I can pitch at like Hall of Fame level. But for the life of me, if it goes above All-Star, I can't string together 2 hits to save my life.
Maybe if baseball returns, we could move this to where we control the teams or something.
There you go.
The only maybe so the only maybe call-up I can see would be Josh Rogers. He's B potential, 24-year-old, pitching pretty good. And then
what exactly is the issue with the Orioles? Do they have injuries?
They're the Orioles is their biggest issue. We could also do Brendan Klein. The Twitch chat was recommending we take a look not so much at the lineup, which is about as good as can be, but the bullpen. So both the long relievers are garbage right now. Ty Block and Wade LeBlanc.
I mean, Wade LeBlanc's numbers would be like one of the best guys in the pen for the Brewers, so he's not doing that bad.
Any team that has a bad bullpen, and this is going to struggle, because I've noticed that every single manager tends to treat it like Tony La Russa. They just burn through everybody in the bullpen. I don't know about you, Don, but calling Phillies games, every reliever that comes out of the pen, even though they're, 4 games above 500, but they've got 5 different relievers with 20-plus appearances already.
Yeah, I even just looked at the stats video yesterday. Woodruff for the Brewers went like 5 innings, and then Knebel gave up 3 runs with no outs. I'm just like, just leave Woodruff in.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, and weird pinch hitters. You think that they would be able to come up with a pretty easy fix for that.
I mean, even if you just want to make it the most boring, by the book, unwritten, way of managing a baseball team, keep that backup catcher until you really need them.
At least it keeps the realism. Literally, just write that part, one line of code that says the last catcher stays on the bench.
Someone just needs to tell the good people at MLB to show that Cole Irvin should not ever be put in games for the Phillies.
So I could see an argument for moving up Hunter Harvey or Brendan Klein.
I mean, I will have no input on the Orioles, so whatever Twitch is saying.
I would say Harvey'd probably be the easiest since he's already on the 40-man.
Oh, good point. I didn't notice Brendan Klein wasn't. All right, Twitch chat. Do you want to see Hunter Harvey in the O's bullpen in favor of dropping someone? And if so, who do you want to drop?
Harvey up,
Armstrong down, yeah.
I like it. Welcome to the Bigs. And you can go work on some stuff. All right, what team are we going to next? Who needs the most work? It's your good friend Don. Should we do some Brewers while you're here?
Yeah. I would appreciate it. Dancing around this 9-to-5 job.
Exactly. Who knows when you're gonna have to jump off?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Lorenzo. Oh yeah. I was taking a look at this. The lineups look a little strange to me.
What part looks strange?
I don't think it matters too much because it's only for interleague series. But the designated hitter rosters, look a little bit off. I don't know if we need to really touch that.
Let's see. Just coming in. Ryan Braun, DH. Yeah,
so I noticed.
I mean, besides just a couple of cold guys.
All right. So is it just bullpen you want to look at?
Yeah, I mean they're putting up runs. So yeah, Eric Lauer has been blowing up recently. What are they? Can you just briefly pause on the other starter numbers? I just want to see what like Woodruff I think is high 3s. For like an ERA, yeah. Bettinger's only had 1 start, so I'm not worried about doing anything with him yet. Peralta 5.4. Sadly, that's good for us. And then Anderson has been doing really well. Yeah, he's like been the ace of our team so far this season. So Hauser can't, like, I don't really think he's ready to be brought back in. Like, he's still sitting at that 6.6. There's Zach Brown. What's he at? He's had decent numbers so far.
Yeah, 2.91, 1.15.
Yeah. And then Corbin Burns, he's struggling. Which is like my favorite guy, but he just is struggling hardcore. So I'd maybe send Burns down to the minors. We'll have to move someone off the 40-man, but it doesn't matter. And then maybe move Eric Lauer to the pen. And then yeah, I mean, look at this. We got Dylan File and this other guy. I mean, this is literally what happened last year for the Brewers. They had like 3 almost basically rookies that they wanted to start as starting pitchers, and they all got lit up, and then they had to find other starters. I don't think there's a whole lot of other guys on the 40. I think this is what our issue was last time we looked at it, so we're just going to have to take guys off the 40.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you'd like to see up in the majors in particular?
Honestly, we just need better starting pitching. Like our bullpen isn't going to magically get better, but if we're moving guys into the starting lineup and giving them a chance, so like I mean, I'd go with Dylan File, 23 deep potential, 71, and he's hot right now. Like, yeah, look at that, 2.38, 0.97. Give me some of that. I know it's double A, but like, let's make the jump. Crew are going for it this year.
All right, let's find a way to get him on there. So first off, let's see who's going to be bumped off the 40-man.
Who's the starter?
Could be Bobby Wall, closing pitcher in Double A. Or if you're worried about pitching, Mark Matthias.
I mean, yeah, like Matthias is definitely Matthias or whatever it is. He's never coming up anytime soon.
Deep potential.
Yeah, 25. And who was lower there? It was, I mean, there's Perdomo, and then below him is what, like JP? Yeah. I mean, I guess you could probably do Perdomo as well.
You think he's not coming back anytime soon?
I mean, I doubt it. I'm fine. Honestly, like, in a week, I'm probably going to want to drop another person from the 40.
Well, I'd say you have the most skin in the Brewer success.
Yeah, I mean, I'll Fire Scam is my guy on Twitter. Feel free to, or Twitch here. Feel free to shoot anything out. But I'd go with Matthias. If he's straight second, Keston here is going to play second base for the Brewers for the next 15 years. So he's not getting in anytime soon.
Going once, Mark Matthias. Fire Scam agrees.
Yep. All right. So he's gone.
Got a little room for Dylan File.
Yeah, I mean, both those hot guys who are right, like basically him and Francis seem like they're carbon cuts of each other, and they're both in Double A. So yeah, let's go with File, man. We're gonna double down on the youngsters. We're gonna go back to trying what we tried last year.
So he's going straight to the majors.
Yep, he'll go into the starting lineup. We'll move Lawyer to the pen, Lauer to the pen. I don't have to say his name much anymore.
And Big Fundy's asking why we're adding him. We're adding him because pitching is garbage.
Yeah, and we're not adding both File and Francis. We're just adding File.
Yeah. And then
You might want
I
to
think we're-
slot File into the 4 spot though, and leave Anderson at 5.
Yeah. I think we're a little bit over too. I think we have to drop one person from the Major League roster here.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably. I mean, what's their bench like? They literally never get to all their bench players, but I don't know how short of a bench you can have. Can you have it down to just 4
Yeah, you
guys
could-
with no DH?
I think you could have 4 guys, no DH.
Okay.
The Phillies rocked that for most of the last 2 years.
Then I would. Yeah. I mean,
They have had Luis Urias play in 16 games with a 179 batting average, so he's not doing a lot.
it's the secondary positions for the other guys on the. I just need to make sure. I think they have shortstop, Jed Gierko.
Yeah, we got lots of.
Yeah, okay. So Sogard can play shortstop. Okay, and Gierko can as well. So that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, we got redundancy. So the only
let's
thing he
send-
gets
let's
is
send Urias
third
down.
base. The only redundancy Urias gets is third base.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And
we're
we're RCA.
Yeah, there's a lot of positional flexibility by those bench guys. So let's send him down. I mean, I think the Brewers need more bullpen options. They need more arms just to go with whoever's hot. Big fundies. I see your question again. They're not going to the bullpen. Both the young guys are going straight to the lineup. Oh, you can only have 13 arms. How many arms do we have?
Let's see, we got pretty full rotation now at this point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. So we're not able to have 14 pitchers? Is that like a...
Oh no, you can fill this up as much as you like. I think you're, as long as the roster works, which it does, we got 26 active.
Okay. Big fundies just wrote in the Twitch chat you can only have 13 arms. I wasn't sure if that was...
Oh.
But I mean, it looks like this is working currently.
It might just, I don't know, it just might not slot all of them, or like they might, like, who knows how to use them.
Can you move Lauer to long relief and put Zach Brown in middle relief?
There we go.
And then yeah, I like it. Gotta do something. All right, we'll see if that works. Otherwise, if it doesn't, for some reason, we can send Corbin Burns down.
Corbin Burns not getting it done. He's improved on his last season ERA. So we will see. Big Fundy is still sitting too many pitchers, so I don't know. I don't know if it's going to complain, but
I mean, if it is, like, just send Corbin Burns down. Like he.
All right, so we got a plan. We got a plan. If it doesn't let it, let's do it. I saw someone in the chat ask about what was that? Rockies. Yes, Ryan, the sports guy, asked about Rockies. They need some help.
Big fundies is saying it literally will not let you, I promise. So if you want to finish up Brewers and send Burns down now,
all right,
feel free, just so you don't have to go back. If we trust big fundies, which
I trust big fundies.
You'll just have to deal with it again later.
I never played this game before this year, so I'm the last person you should ask.
Yeah, that's fine. Burns can go down. See if he can get hot in AAA. We can bring him back up.
And we gotta do a little bit more juggling. Then we gotta move someone from AAA to AA.
Yeah, that sure. Shelby Miller.
Yeah, goodbye, Shelby. And then we can bring someone up from AAA to MLB. We have one extra spot, so it'd probably be, I guess, a bat of some kind.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be. Ooh, actually, do Broxton. Yeah. Let's finally get someone who can steal a freaking bag on the bench. Oh, not on the 40-man. Cut JP. JP can get off there. I'm not, Fire Scamp, Keon, our boy. so happy Keon Broxton's back to the Brewers. Not for actually anything he's really going to be able to contribute, but I've always just liked him.
I think Big Funny's pointing out someone from A-Ball to AAA to keep the roster complete. Makes sense. Let's see what
short at AAA and AA each there.
Let's see. It looks like they got a lot of bats.
And they look pretty good in every area, right?
Yeah. So
move whoever.
just roll the dice.
Yeah. I mean, if it shows like someone.
Tristan Lott says A potential.
Oh yeah, he's like our top, one of our top prospects. So definitely move him to AA.
That is a baseball team there. All right, now back to the Rockies. Who I think are actually Rockies are doing pretty good considering just 2.5 games back behind the Diamondbacks, game and a half behind the Dodgers. But I think their lineups, last I checked, didn't make any sense. It was like, at least the DH lineups weren't updated.
Yeah, I was surprised how much play Brendan Rodgers was getting. Like Ryan McMahon seems like both McMahon and Garrett Hampson seem like clear cut better. But I am not a Rockies fan, so.
Brian, the sports guy, says maybe give an opportunity if he feels ready for call-up. Rockies starting pitcher Tim Melville he can function, pitch late in the late rotation or in the pen, and he can hit well. I would be willing to take a look at that. Let's see.
Oof, Jeff Hoffman.
Jeff Hoffman is.
So I'm pretty sure Jeff Hoffman started the game that I called when we beat the Brewers like 18-5.
Oh my God! 10 home runs given up in 25 innings.
That one win is against the Crew, and that's it.
I would be okay with just dropping Jeff Hoffman. Chi-Chi's been fine, so we could either put Chi-Chi in the lineup or leave him in long relief. Let's see what this Tim Melville guy looks like. He's got B potential, a little bit high whip.
Is there, 57 overall? I guess there's not a big difference between 57 and like 65 or whatever.
Jeff Hoffman's what? He's
69
63.
Is their highest non-major pitcher.
Nice.
High cold breath. Danny Rosenberg's looking pretty good, AA. Matt Dennis so-so in AAA, but he's got the B potential.
What's Lambert doing?
Ooh, Lambert's doing pretty good.
And he's in AAA, so a little closer to the majors.
So here's what I could suggest. I feel like Tim Melville, Ryan points out, the show just doesn't like him for whatever reason.
Melville's just getting roasted by the show.
But I could see an argument for bringing up Peter Lambert and dropping Jeff Hoffman. I mean, he's got a higher overall.
Yeah, I'm surprised Hoffman's made it into the team. That might have just been an oversight from day one.
I mean, I think that Ackman is dugout says Melville or Lambert would be the move. Well, since Melville is not getting it done, although he's got that B potential, but still. I'd bump Lambert. Anyone else?
I'd go Lambert too, just with the numbers.
All right. And if anyone feels so inclined and wants to mimic what we're doing at mlbotball.com/rosters, then we will be able to record that for posterity. Who do we want to see as the fifth man, Shishi or Lambert?
I think isn't it usually best to keep it wherever it is, just for like rest and rotation and stuff like that?
It's a good question. Where are we at? We're at Freeland is next up. Oh, so I don't know when Shishi pitched last, but he probably doesn't have any stamina. I don't know how you check that.
And has Chi been the long relief guy the whole season?
We brought him up in the last roster move show.
Oh, okay. Yes, then I guess either of them could slot.
Let's just toss Lambert in, see what he can do.
Yeah.
And anyone see anything they need to address in the lineups? I would kind of like the DH lineup to look a bit more like the no DH lineup, so I might do that real quick. So we got Desmond, Story, Arenado, Murphy, Blackman. It does seem weird to me that Brendan Rodgers is starting, but if Ryan McMahon is that cold, then I guess it makes sense. Murphy, Blackman.
I know that we got it, I might even guarantee it. When she took me up and turned me right into a paraplegic pair of shoes. I got the MB on them, make you stare and see him. We ain't paying for him. Now you gotta know I'm wearing free ones.
I think Tapia would be like the pseudo lead off here. And then we're gonna pop over to Reds after this, so take a look at your Reds lineups. All right, Kami Puddin, we're counting on you. What we've done since the, I guess, injuries is Chogo, Nick Senzel, Suarez, Bustakis, Castellanos, Winger, Galvis, Barnhart, Mali.
Kami's asking if there's any call-ups with Votto on the DL.
Don't think so. I think they're still pitching. Yeah, one open spot, so we got a free move. Let's see who's on the 40-man already. Could throw in some Mark Payton, Eric Dietrich, Travis Jankowski. If we want to go with an arm, we got Lucas Sims, Scotty Scheffler.
What's going on with Dietrich? Why is he not up in the bigs?
I think because he's batting, let's see. He's batting 209 on the season. First instinct is Kyle Farmer, but I don't expect him to play much. Senzel going to second base lets us play 4 or 5 for our good outfielders.
And that does make sense if Senzel's going to not be a liability on the infield. They need his bat in the lineup. They're not going to take that out, and that does that you do a lot more with the outfield. Just going to sacrifice some defense in center.
Farmer go. There he is. Interesting. They've listed as a catcher. but doing decent. 44 at bats, 273 average.
I like that suggestion there of putting Mustakas at first base with Lotto out. I think that just seems like the real life move.
I'm gonna agree
Makes
with
sense.
that.
So I feel like Kami Puddin's the guy that he's the Reds guy. So we do have Shogo entirely at center field, so there's no move there. And actually Moose is already at first base, and Senzel's already at second. So there's literally no move to make there. So there's the move to call up Farmer. Anybody? Don't all speak at once.
Kami saying let's do it.
Alright. Here you go. There we go.
Make sure his number is like MLB appropriate. I'll look up and see what it is.
Okie doke.
This is Kyle Farmer, right?
Yep.
And while we look that up, what team needs the most love and care next?
I don't think they need much work, but the Phillies just have to address Bone going to the IL.
It looks like it
Oh,
actually is 52.
Huh. Alright, no change. Red Hot Reds are in good shape here. Let's take a look at the Phillies, especially since we have TARDIS here. He's the scout who found Bohm in the first place.
Yeah, that's
we got
about all we had in terms of prospects for the Phillies. So they do have what's his name, shortstop. Oh, I'm blanking on it.
Bryson Stott.
Yeah,
You don't want to
Stott.
call him up yet. I don't want to call him up yet.
I agree. In real life, there's no way that he would be coming up this year.
I think he's in Double A in real life. I don't know why he's in Double A there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that they moved Bohm up to AAA just to get him a little bit better pitchers to face. But yeah, the entire Didi Gregorius contract is to get through one more year and then bring Bryson Stott up without starting the squad.
Where
I
are they
was
short
kinda-
right now?
They have a ton of outfielders, but they kind of have everybody.
They've got guys that are really versatile. I mean, the easy move for third is to move Kingery there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And then I was thinking Kyle Garlick or Nick Williams. Odubel Herrera was DFA'd in January, so I think he's done with the team forever.
Yeah.
So let's see what Garlick and Williams look like in AAA, and then figure out what we're gonna do.
It's red hot.
Let's see what Nick Williams does. He was only there for a couple weeks. Yeah, let's go with Garlick then. I think he wore number 41 with the Dodgers. Should we change him to that? I don't think that's taken.
I forget what he was wearing in spring training.
He was wearing 41 with the Dodgers according to Google image search.
Okay. I forgot. I have to press start here, don't I? There we go. Other than that, any tweaks to the lineup? We
Just
still
move
have
Kingery to
McCutcheon.
third everywhere.
And is that Josh Harrison to left?
I was thinking Roman Quinn or try Garlic.
Yeah,
It'd only be for like a week.
I know he can't hit anything, or we just completely bailing on McCutcheon.
I mean, we can try him. Let's see his great batting average again.
He's at 172.
Yeah, it's not good.
It just reminds you of where you were the first
Henry at third.
Are we
Trying
sure
out
that
Garlic.
the ACL is actually healed in Andrew McCutcheon?
No.
Because he's playing like he's got one leg.
I think Larry McCutcheon is healed. I don't think Andrew is.
Right.
Kind of want to see Roman Quinn. Maybe we throw him in one matchup or something.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the CPU does not like Roman Quinn. They barely ever use him.
He has better. I think he has better power numbers against batting right-handed. So maybe put him in against lefties or something.
Yeah.
See, he's slightly better against lefties. He's at 50, 46.
Well, in real life, he only has one home run against lefties, or only one home run against righties batting lefty. He gets better batting right-handed because he's naturally right-handed. He was working with Jimmy Rollins on that, but I don't know if that helped him at all.
But they use him more often against righty pitchers just to get the speed out of the left side box.
That's
And
true, yeah.
If there was a way to plug someone in as your main defensive replacement, he'd be the guy, but there's no way to do that in this game. That's where they would use him the most, I would think.
Yeah.
But they keep putting
Also-
Harrison all over the field.
That's the
Phillies are
Gabe Kapler move, not the Joe Girardi move.
The Phillies double switch like 2 times every single game I call.
I'm half considering moving Real Muto down in the order, see if his batting average goes back up.
It's just a crapshoot. The leadoff spot is just a black hole for the Phillies. Because Segura's been raking ever since he got out of there. Maybe you try to put him back in.
I defer to you guys.
What do you think, Tardis? I'm
I
fine
don't know
with the
who
line-
else we could put there.
Yeah, I'm fine with the lineup. I mean, the next man up who they haven't tried yet would probably be like Hazley. I don't think his average.
I don't
want
want to mess up what he's been doing, though.
Right. He seems to be a great 8-hole batter, or even a little
Like
higher.
Michael Franco.
Exactly, League's best 8-hitter. Nah, I think you just keep with that. The only thing I would ever attempt to do is maybe put Segura back there, but I think it's Real Muto or Segura.
Segura did worse there, I think. So
Yeah,
it's the lesser of two evils, basically.
and Kingery's got all the speed, but he was terrible as a leadoff guy.
Let's see what Real Muto's on base percentage is. I'm getting suggested in the chat. No, that's not great.
306, 354.
I'm never putting Kingery back there. Not after what happened last year.
I'm gonna say that until we get suggestions from you guys, we have a lot of teams, so I think we should move. Yeah. Ackman says Kingery is the LBP guy, which is true, but
I'm not doing that after last year.
Yeah, I'm just trying to approach it from having suffered with the Phillies lineup all last year and what they're most likely to do. I mean, I agree that Kingery probably is the guy who I would put. Nothing, all else aside, just looking at the numbers. But I'm trying to think like Klentak and all them, and they seem to not want him there.
how about Pirates? Got a lot of people, both Green Frog and Ryan the Sports Guy, want to take a look and see what we can do to help the Pirates.
Invented time machine and stop Felipe Vasquez from doing stuff.
You can get to football season so they can watch the Steelers.
That too.
They're actually getting some hits, surprisingly. Except for Kevin Newman is not leading off well, but he doesn't have any tags, so maybe he got better.
His on base percentage doesn't look great though.
No. I wish there was a way that you could see kind of most recent games. I mean, the only thing I think is drop Kevin Newman in the order, see if he heats up.
Let's see what the projected one is and see what they were going to do. This says Adam Frazier leading off on Redo-Chan.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's kind of a slap hitter.
It says Frazier, Reynolds, Polanco, Bell, Colin, Moran, Kevin Newman, and then the catcher, and then Gerard Dyson in the 8-hole.
We could drop Kevin Newman to the 5 spot, was it?
Doug says drop him to AAA. I mean, we can see what their minor league and bench options are and see if somebody would be better.
Sure.
Big Fun says they should get another bullpen arm. Get rid of a bat. So we could just pull up an arm.
Makes sense. I think we dropped Kyle Crick, didn't we? Yeah,
that's why.
15.75.
His like in-game attributes don't even look that bad. Big Fun says Crick could come back.
He's been fine in AAA.
I mean, maybe we give him another shot.
I feel like Pirates wouldn't actually demote Kevin Newman to AAA though, but what do I know?
Ryan, the sports guy, says leave Newman. So maybe we should leave him for now. And
I'd say drop him in the order or put him on the bench or something, but if you're dropping someone, it should be, I don't know, Jose Ozuna. I mean, these guys are all batting 100 average.
You don't want to drop their backup catcher, though, unless they have a better backup catcher.
Good point.
Like, I would definitely drop Andrew Knapp for anybody, but...
How about Cole Tucker?
Isn't Cole Tucker, like, one of their future star cards in online mode? Big Fun says Ozuna can go down.
I feel like that's the move.
Oh, Doug goes in here now.
Yeah, I really don't think that Kevin Newman has anything to do right now at the major league level. He has yet to hit above the Mendoza line all season. He's been straight, just not good, you know? I mean, he's young enough that spending some time down in AAA might not be the worst idea. You know, if you're trying to get rid of a bat, that would be at least my thought, is give him some time to actually go mash again and get his head right.
I'm okay with that.
Twitch, who's going down? Newman or Ozuna? In the meantime, take a quick look. What's all the talk of Tucker?
He's on the bench right now, I think.
Yeah.
That's not a big sample size, so I guess we can try him.
Twitch is speaking. Green Frog says send Newman down.
Drop Newman, start Tucker, recall Crick. Okay.
Done and done.
I look that they have a guy named Kevin Kramer.
Come back, Kyle Crick. We're just gonna slot everyone up.
I would put
DH lineup you're looking at.
Yeah, but I would put Bell in the 4-hole.
What was the roster you're looking at?
Roto champ.
I mean, what was the lineup? How did it play
It
out?
said Frazier, Reynolds, Polanco, Bell, Moran, Newman, Stallings, Dyson.
I'm gonna do basically this, except
Green Frog wants to know where Gonzalez, the shortstop, is. He's on the bench.
And while I do this, there's some talk about Detroit. I don't know if we do that without Cookie.
Cookie around? Cookie's on. I think Cookie
Well,
left his
here's the
computer on.
thought. You know, why doesn't Eric Gonzalez maybe get that look? Or do you think Cole Tucker is the move? Eric Gonzalez has been very solid in his role so far this year.
Good point. Getting this roughly.
When I like Tucker against righties and Gonzalez against lefties or something like that.
They're both pretty similar.
I was just looking at the lefty on righty matchup with the right-handed Eric Gonzalez.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, they're both righties.
Tucker's a switch.
Oh, switch. There you go. All right. So
Is Kevin Kramer still mashing too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get him and Gonzalez looks. They're both looking pretty good.
Kevin Kramer's got the clear split in favor of righties.
Put him
We
in
could do
against.
Tucker lefties, Kramer righties.
Why not?
Okay.
Gonzalez lefties, Eric or Kramer righties.
Yeah, Gonzalez is
fine on-
breaking too. And Ryan the Sports Guy says, former Pirates pitcher Dario, I don't know how to say the last, could be at the end of the rotation.
Agrizal. So we're doing Gonzalez instead of Tucker.
Try it.
Lefty.
See what happens, man. See if they keep succeeding.
We have. Oh yeah, Guillermo Herdy is pretty good against lefties. Rare DH. Okay. So Gonzalez sitting on the bench. All right. To the rotation.
Oh no, Chris Archer's cold. Who would have thought?
I mean, Brian, the sports guy, is asking about back of the rotation for Agrizal, but which of the pitchers do we drop? I feel like Mitch Keller in real life would be the only one that you drop, and he's the only one that's on fire. Oh, there we go. He's on Detroit. Anyway. I don't see any obvious move. We could drop Derek Holland, but we just brought him up, so yeesh.
We do need to get to the Cardinals. That was something egregious, man.
That's true. That's true. All right. We'll do Cardinals right now because they happen to be right here. And then we'll look at Detroit.
I got
I'll
just
try
the
Cookie
one
and
very
Steve.
quick thing to do in Arizona before today.
Yeah, of course. And I am just going to check briefly to see if my noon meeting did in fact reschedule. Okay, yep, they all rescheduled. They knew that bop ball's more important than work.
It's true.
All right, chill. You got a lineup ready to go for these guys? You think anything outside of what I think Fangraphs has in roster resource?
See, DeYoung needs to be 4th. No Fowler against lefties.
I mean, like, I think you could just drop the second half of that sentence there and just get rid of Dexter Fowler. No,
he's already benched
so
against righties.
DeYoung, so looking at it against righties, DeYoung is number 4. So if we're going to go off maybe like the Fangraphs, you got Colton Wong, Carp, Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Molina, Fowler, Edmund, Bader, which doesn't seem wrong.
I think the issue was that Colton Wong was just batting 200. So I think we dropped him and we needed a leadoff person last time we looked at it, and DeYoung was the best available. I mean, Carpenter was leading off some in 2018, wasn't he?
Think so. He's got the OBP. He's got the OBP to back it up. I mean, O'Neal, is he one of the speed guys too? He and Bader are both just like disgusting speed guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not do that? Why not give that a shot?
O'Neal first.
Yeah, give that.
Carp, Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Molina.
That looks about right.
Gonna start on this until actually, who's got the better splits against lefties? It's still O'Neal. And then Dexter the bench because he's not doing anything.
And then what? Lane Thomas getting time. That makes sense.
Carp.
Yeah, Bader 8th actually does make sense. I can agree with that.
Thomas, and let's just drop Bader.
There's my guy, Brad Miller, on the bench.
Yeah, Brad Miller's been killing it too. That's something I was looking at yesterday.
It's a shame the Phillies didn't re-sign him. He was a good bench guy and clubhouse person.
Yeah, actually, Brad Miller, Lane Thomas, and Brian O'Keefe all have OPSs. Well, Miller and O'Keefe have OPSs over 11 right now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's not like super small sample either. You know, Brian O'Keefe, yeah, 26 at bats, but 42 at bats for Brad Miller, and he's still killing it.
Do you really want to bet Yachty though?
I wish that St. Louis could just get over a whole Yachty or Molina thing.
I feel like Colton Wong for Brad Miller's an easy swap.
I think so.
Yeah. They're both lefties, so it's the same lefty bat in the lineup basically. Except one's better.
Except he's sitting against lefties right now. Okay, Brad Miller.
Yeah, that is a good point, though. Colton Wong wouldn't actually drop from that lineup because his glove is so solid over there at second base. He is the kind of guy that would end up just batting, you know, 8th or 9th or 7th, somewhere in that latter half.
Fair enough.
Brad Miller has bamboo power, though.
Yeah, I know. Brad Miller's just killing it, unfortunately.
Well, he could play anywhere.
Yeah,
so we could drop him in. Harrison Bader is not doing much.
Fair.
He's got really good fielding too, though.
Throw him out and I don't know. Somebody who actually cares about the cards. Get in here more, or else I'm just going to be a Cubs fan here.
Well, I think this is probably pretty balanced as is. I mean, Wong and Bader are both really good with the gloves, so have them playing. But I mean, it can't hurt to have 2 or 3 guys batting 300 off the bench, especially in the NL, to come in and pinch hit.
Yeah, good point. Fundies just said the same thing. Good for double switches.
So I think we're leaving the lineup as is. O'Neill, Carpenter, Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Molina,
check
Edmund.
the ones worth looking at. The no DH.
Oh yeah, my bad. O'Neill, Carpenter, Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Molina, Edmund, Wong, Bader, Martinez. Or pitcher spot.
Looks
And
about right.
pretty much the same.
Just Lane Thomas getting in there now. I think no DH.
From the. Oh yeah, we were keeping Wong in, weren't we?
Oh, well, while we're all here, do we want to have me archive the roster things too?
No, go back. Some was screwy there. You had Lane Thomas playing, I think, like second base. Left-hand no DH. Yeah, get Edmund out there in the infield. He is. What am I thinking? Colton Wong. Why is he at second base?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. And Edmund would be more likely to play left than right.
Big Fun says try doing the pitcher in the 8 hole.
Dogo, who's moving to left?
Tommy Edmonds going to left, Colton Wong at second base, Tyler O'Neill to right field. There we go.
That says Wong is in. Someone said Wong is in left in one of the lineups.
Yeah, no, you. I hate that they even give you the option for designated hitter lineups for the National League. It's fucking confusing.
You need them for interleague. But...
Yeah, or we could just abolish interleague play at this point, please. I mean, that's the reason I would be okay with 2 more teams, is we can just get rid of those. We can stop having that farce.
So Wong's in right field?
Wong is the second baseman. Wong does not play the outfield.
It says he can play center field. But we probably don't want to do that, though.
Okay, and then we're keeping Edmund in left field, is that right?
That's what we're talking about, yes.
All right. Now we can move on to Detroit.
We got another suggestion from Big Phone for the Cardinals. If we go back to that, I'll remember that.
All right. Oh, we're going
It'll be really
Cardinals
quick.
really quick.
Suggestion.
No, I think he says he thinks that was what we did.
I can affirm the Detroit lineup is not fine.
Wong batting out of the 4 hole.
No,
Bader out
that's
of the 8.
position number.
Oh, position. Okay.
No, I think that is what we ended up with.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go to Detroit then.
Cookie, the voice of the Detroit, who also says Detroit sucks all the time.
I mean, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Okay. Let's see. I wrote out somewhere a couple days ago. I think I even put it in roster edits needed.
At least look.
That chat's kind of gotten busy recently, so
it has.
Yeah.
So I will work my way up because I don't remember what I said, but we'll at least use that as a start.
Big Fun suggests calling up, seeing if there's anybody to call up.
We'll take a look at the prospects while
Threw it in the Twitch chat. Maben in right, followed by Reyes in left, Romine at catcher, Cabrera DH, Scope second, Candy third, Goodrum short, Crone first, Jones at center.
let me make that happen before that disappears. Maybe in right. Ray's
Goldie,
left.
Goldie's deal big fundies is he was a non-roster invite to spring training, and he isn't going to make their rotation. He's a depth piece. He'll come up if there's an injury, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, Zach Godley has not looked particularly great.
Goodrum, Crone, and Jones. Is any splits, or is this the same lefty versus righty?
I do the same lefty, and I actually want to modify the righty. I want to put Harold Castro out in center, batting ninth, I think.
Interesting. All right.
He's looked pretty good coming off the bench, and he did have pretty regular playing time last year, so.
Big Fun wants to know, I think it's Godley's Toledo stats.
Zach Godley actually got dropped before the roster's locked. So if we're playing a real life here,
Harold Castro.
Yeah.
Harold in center field.
Correct. We'll try that out and see what happens.
And you're keeping Jacobian for lefties.
For the time being, at least. And we'll see how that plays out.
Chili says move Manning and Mize in AAA.
Yeah, if Mize and Manning and Scooble, for that matter, are lighting it up in AA, they should probably all move up to AAA at this point.
Yeah, Shark, we're doing batting orders and rosters and stuff.
I don't know that it matters, but Crispin Stewart's still in the. Sure, here for the no DH lineup. Who replaced him? Scope, Candelario. Go, CJ. Oh, Harold Castro. Romine. No Miggy. Go, Candelario. Goodrum, CJ, and.
Big Fun says get Stokes out of there.
Okay. No, so we're dropping Stokes and we're calling someone up. Is that what I heard?
I think he just meant Stokes out of the lineup, but there's someone who can replace Stokes.
Stokes in the lineup? I didn't think he was.
He was lefty no DH before you switched it. So
okay.
Yeah, he meant out of the lineup.
Got it.
But if there's someone better, we might as well take a look.
I would definitely at least look at the starters and bump up some prospects to AAA if they're not already there. Google looks like he struggled a little bit early, so maybe keep him in AA. But Casey Mize and Matt Manning probably both warrant promotions.
Look at that. Wow, yeah, pull him up. Chili wants to know where Jake Rogers is.
Rogers is in AAA. I believe he's struggling.
Fun says Perez and Alexander get sent down.
Here's Agrazal, who someone was asking about. He's sitting in single
49
A.
overall, yikes.
Yeah.
How's Nick Ramirez doing?
He's doing very well.
He might warrant a promotion at some point into the bullpen.
See Mize and Manning go up. Does that go up from AA to AAA or go up to the big leagues?
AA to AAA.
That's an easy move.
They're starters. And then I believe they said Perez and Alexander down to AA.
Mize.
We might see Mize up to the majors by the end of the season, maybe in September. at this rate.
Certainly possible.
I know he just got a good card in Diamond Dynasty that people are very excited about.
Okay. Alright, so those are the moves made. Is anyone getting the bump up to the majors, or are we just leaving it as is?
Their starters have been pretty good. I would probably leave that as is. They aren't gonna probably mess with that too much until Michael Fulmer comes back.
To go back to that roster thing, I saw someone that looked like it might warrant something. That guy,
Chao Ching
Yeah, him.
Young.
Look at that.
Yeah, he has been really good, but I don't see the Tigers in real life giving him a promotion unless there's an injury. Regardless of how he does, he's not exactly a top prospect or someone they would warrant giving a look over Turnbull or Norris or Boyd, and they're not going to cut Nova or Zimmerman loose with their contracts either.